It's that was okay, got it. Fine. Uh, Actually, I forgot where I save this file because we have to teach. So let's see. We will now. I will recap this. Okay, what we have learned, right? So we learned like what is the MS SQLs. Okay, how to like store the data, retrieve the data. Okay, and what is the MS SQL server. Okay, and where is I like I used SQL server. Okay, banking, HR analytics, and data analytics, and what is the DBMS? How to create the database management, right? So here is a like a store manage. Okay, we just recap this to like a go for the next level. So we will remind, right? So it will be good to recap everything again, right? And then examples I have given like a DBMS example, SQL Server, or MySQL, Oracle. So features we have also learned. Okay, like a data used. Okay, or stored in table or in a row and columns. Okay, format, and or like a strong what is the relationship between we have also learned, and ensure reliable transaction. How can we get? Then we learn it's like what is a non-DBMS, or we can say no SQL, okay, or MongoDB. So how will you file, okay, or in what the format of the file? So we have a see this one as well, right? And then we learn data definition language. So data definition language, we have learned how to create a database. So we are working on this database, okay. Then we learn how to create the tables, okay. So we have created the tables, and then we have also executing the tables or see the tables right here, okay. And then we learn alter table, how to alter the tables columns, right, and the drop the columns, okay, or fields, right. Then we learn we have learned the data manipulation language, okay, how to inserting the reports in the table, okay, and what or how can be the duplicate reports. So how can we get the errors, okay, like primary keys errors you faced now, right? So now how to like update the tables, okay, for specific customers, right? So we have to use where clause here, right? And then delete, how can we delete, right? We haven't learned this thing. So I think recapping this now, we will start from the, so today is 18th June 26, right? Now what we will learn here, okay, we will learn here is a DQL, okay, and then DCL, okay, and then we will learn also what is the field, what is the records, okay, the field, yeah, field, and then records, but still I teach you records, okay, right. Now we will learn data types, am I right? Types. So we have these topics which we have to cover today. Got it? Now DQL means correct data query language. What is a data query language? Do you have any idea? So data, yeah, please. Yes, please. Okay, I tell you. So data query language, so we learned yesterday is a select, right? Am I right? So actually this is a command used to display the data along with the table structure. Okay, I will make this here. Okay, select is a command to do, or command is a command, or this is the command is command. It is used to display the data along with the data along with the table structure, right? So we use select. Without select, can you assume, can we retrieve the data? Hello? Yeah, I'm asking, without select command, can we retrieve the data? Correct, because this is the standard rules of the SQL server, right? So without select, suppose I have this table and what I'm going to first use, what is a database? What do we have a database? If you forget what you, yeah. So what you can do here, you can see the database SQL class 15. This one, right? Okay. We are using this one, right? You can see class. So you can see here, this is a 3 database, learn data analyst, practice DB, SQL class. Okay. So I have a few more students, so I'm using these database to teach them. And for you, this. So we have to use again this. Okay. So you can see, okay, now what I was telling you, I'm going on that topic. This is a topic, my topic is. So we have this, and if I don't use the select, okay, and if I execute this, so what is this incorrect syntax near? What is the near? Is star. Star means everything, guys. I told you already, right? Select. Now I have a this, okay, select. I give you one more example. Now I don't want to retrieve all these records from this table. I want only customer ID, customer, okay, it's not ID. Okay, then I want first name only. I don't want second name, first name. Okay, and then I want email ID, email address, email address. Am I right? This is the correct one. Email address, right? I want present the columns or fields from this table, okay, and including the records. How comes? So it means we don't need to mandatory all the data, right? So whatever you want, you can present or retrieve the data. This is the good things here. In Excel, we have to freeze the columns, but here we don't need to freeze the column. We can directly use the specific column name and retrieve the data. So it is mean the select is a command, okay, is a command to retrieve the tables, any kind of tables, whatever you write, like uh, I mean, it's a complex queries, okay, or simple queries, whatever you want. Okay, so we have to use this. Okay, and now I can give you another example. So select start from customers. I will copy this. Okay, and this. Right, copy. Now, so here I'm going to again execute it. Okay, I want only the Katrina caps, right? Records. I don't want to retrieve all records because I want to check what is the status of Katrina cap, or even I'm just looking the information about the Katrina cap. How can we use this? Any idea? where, right, where, and employee ID, sorry, customer ID, customer ID is equal to 125. Correct? So it means here we filter. Okay. So we are using the filter to show only criteria caps or customer ID 125 data. So the SQL Server only show this record and other records will not show because SQL Server is understanding you are talking about criteria path. Am I right? Got it? So I will teach you where clause later, but I have given you idea how can we use select command. This is a data query language, right? Got it? So here you have clear now. Okay. So suppose I want to remove any columns, okay, from here. So how can we use alter table, customers, uh, customers, whatever the like our table name, okay, customer or other tables, whatever you have created. Then drop the column name. What a common column name is a gender. I can explain you. Alter, sorry, alter table. What's the table name? Customer table, right? And then I enter to write a new line. So understand better. Draw what a column. Column name is a gender. Column, I think I have a wrong column. Right. Gender is been correct, right? So yeah, I execute it. Let's see. It's a successfully completed. Command successfully completed. So what we have a this query. I'm not marking this one, just marking this one. Okay, select and let's execute. So here, because I didn't mark where, it means there is no filter using. Got it? So here you can see we permanently delete the column, gender columns, because I don't want a gender column because we work equally as a customer or the employees here, right? So I don't need a gender. I don't want to create a difference between the gender. So as an admin, you decided to remove the gender. Okay. When I joined, then I told no, I have to also put the gender, right? Because diversity, I have to check the diversity is the customers or employees. How can I track it without uh, using gender column, right? Because companies is hiring the diversity employees or even e-commerce companies targeting the female candidates, right? Because they focus to more shopping compared than male candidates. Am I right? Got it. So how can we use this? Totally depends on you, right? I have now. I will teach you about DCL. Okay, where is the DCL? Okay, DCL. DCL. What is understand about DCL? What do you understand about DCL? Correct. Means data control language, right? How can you control your data? That is the main thing, right? So DCL in SQL is used to control access and permission on database object. I will write this here. Okay, so understand DCL in SQL is used to control access and permission on database base object, whatever object means is a user. Okay, now, so how here is a two thing is a grant. Okay, we have to give the permission like a grant. It's what is grant means, like to give the permission or use to give the permission to user. Okay, what a user we have to decide. Okay, and like I give you one more example. What like a grant? It's like a select. Okay, and insert. Okay, and you can say update. Okay, update, modify means update, same thing. Okay, or drop, or you can say delete or drop, whatever you want. So totally depends you what kind of the permission you give. Okay, what if you have a team, okay, and a team, okay, I give you another example. What example to give you easy way? Okay, I have an idea. I got an idea in my mind. So you have a room, okay? You have a room, and so you are the owner of the room, and I come, okay, and ask the permission to stay in your room, okay? So what you will do? You will give me permission, and in the permission you can deny as well. But we are talking about the grant. I will tell you next thing. Okay, fine. We are talking now is a grant. Okay, so you have a decided. Now you have to give the permission, right? How can you give me the permission? So because I have to come with you and you are owner of the room and I want to enter or stay in your room. So what you will do, you will give me the key of the room and you will say, Yusuf, the room is free and you can use whatever you want. Okay, you can stay here, you can sleep here, right? And then when you come back from the room or return from the room, then you have to return my key. Okay, so this is another example I give you. You are leading the team, okay, and new person joined in your team, okay, and now you have to give the permission, right? So you have to give the permission. You have to create his username or user login ID, and then you have to give the permission. So what permission you want? You want a permission to insert the reports. Okay, so you hired him for inserting the reports only. Am I right? So you have to give the permission on inserting the reports, or you want to say him. You can also check the what do we have data. So you use select as well, update, whatever you want. You have to give the permission, right? How can give the permission? I tell you then later next things, okay? Because I want to clear this first, right? So we have to create user, right? Create user, and user, it's like I tell you your name, okay, because we don't have the we you are not an employee, okay, we are not working together, so I can't give you, but I give you some idea. Okay, so it's depend totally, because if we have a same domain, we are working same organization, then we can give the permission. Or otherwise, it's like your client and the client have a relationship. Okay, so they are using the same server, they have authority, then they can use this. But we can understand now. Okay, got it my point. So we have to first create user, and username is like your Priya user. Okay, user, right? And now, okay, now I have to do for, I means in the for, and then login, and what is the user? It's a Priya. Am I right? Priya, yeah, Priya. Okay, so this is the way and login. Okay, this is the way. So it means we are using, okay, this, or we have already created. Okay, so here is the two types. Okay, in my SQL server we can use, it's a login. Login by your user. Okay, so for login, who is login? Because we have created user. Before this, what we have to do? We have to same is like a use your database, whatever database we have, right? And then we have to do this, right? I have given the example. Okay, then we have to again execute, then this is executed. Okay, I'm not going to execute now. Okay, after this I make this the comments. I can make it comment, right? It's better to understand. Otherwise will be issue. Okay. Yes. Now, okay. So this is the, now how can we grant, because we have already created this. Okay. Now we have to give the grant, the permission. Now, the permission. Okay. Let's see where I'm going to another line. Okay. So grant select on. So we have a table name, the customer table. Okay. To user, what is a user? Is a Priya user. Okay, got it? So this is the way, and you will get like a chance to apply this when you work in an organization. Okay, because we need a similar domain access. Okay, now I have given this idea. Now you are telling about is like a revoke. Okay, so you are telling, so we have a, now we have a understand that is a grant. Okay, now we understand the report. Revoke. Do you understand about the revoke? Correct. Okay, revoke means used to remove permission. Use to remove permission. Permission from user, right? So it's the same. Revoke, insert. Okay, like I tell you, how can we give the permission? So we use revoke, insert on customer table, right? From user, what is the username? Priya user, under user. Yeah, definitely. Okay, from Priya user, got it? So now this is the no, how can, now is a deny, is a one more important, is a deny. So we have a DENY, right? Deny is the correct spelling. Okay, okay, deny. So if you want, okay, so you say, okay, I don't want to give you permission, I want to enter in your room. Okay, I'm asking permission from you, but you say, no, Yusuf, I have a room, but I don't want to give you permission. Simple, you deny. So if somebody is requesting and you deny it, it's only the denial. Okay. So there is nothing else. Okay. So people mostly they don't use, okay, or there is nothing like you have to, how can you deny it? Totally depends on you. So it's nothing else. Okay. I don't need to explain it. You can learn automatically. Okay. Whatever important things we are learning. Okay. Now is a field. Okay, what is the field? What is the records? You understood, right? The field means I told you I will teach you. Even I can you understood, but still I'm. Field is a single attribute. What is the attribute or a column in a table, right? In a table. So it like a store the data, okay, and whatever data types. Okay, so like I can write here it store the store one. Okay, I use like the one types of data. That is correct, right? Types of data, because we need to understand what types, right? So data types is very important. Like what types data? How can I write it this? Each field has right. Each field has own data type. Own data types. We can write this right like a integer, or I can make it like integer var, right? Or is a, yeah, mostly you can say other data type as well. I will teach you, but we can, or etc. means, let's see. I will teach you other reports, other fields as well, right? So field here. So it means it's like a field. We have to record in this data. Each field has own data types, and in data types we have to insert the value or records in integer or varchar or any others uh, like a data types. Okay, got it? Or you can say specific. Okay, now it's I'm talking about the records. What do you understand records? You know, you have already learned records, but still I want to know from you. Right, a record is a complete set of field. A row, or you can say I record is a complete set of field. Correct? So whatever the field is a complete, okay, the complete set. This is the first name. This is a set, the whole set. Okay. For one entry. What is the for one entry? For one entry. Okay. But it is a represent one row in a table. It represent one row in the table. Correct? Am I right? Because it's a presenting this, right? So now, okay. Now we are learning about data types. What is the data type? So how many types of data types? We have to understand it. Okay. There are many data types. Okay, and data types, it's like a like strings, okay, in strings of characters, workers, okay, or like a text, date times, okay, many things. I have a one table. I have to check. It's my one mistake. It should open. Okay, but I didn't open it. Let's see. Uh, in which one I have already data types. I think SQL. No. Actually, here's a proper data type is showing. So data type. I think this one. I hope. SQL PDF, structure language. No, here's nothing. Data type. I can show it. It is like a book, whole book. It is difficult to read. Okay, the data type I can show here. No, this not. This is not. I have already created actually, but I don't know. Few days back I have created. I make one. Not here. Okay, no problem. So what I'm going to do, data type sheet, we will try to find from the Google. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm not finding that one. So actually, I will share that one so you can understand better. Mm, I will. Let's see. Here is not. I don't know. I didn't read this data type. Here is. Okay. SQL server data types list. Let's see. I don't know. I didn't use before this. Okay, but I want one sheet which help you, and then I can share with you. That's I'm telling you. Okay, data types list in PDF. If anyone loaded here, we will get. Okay. Otherwise, I will teach you. TSQL data types, SQL data types overview example. I think here is data types. Let's see. I have, and I will share you later. Okay. Okay. Here is a data types. Okay. So here is a data types. Okay. Now I will explain it. Okay. So data types. Okay. Here is the given the description. Okay. The char. So the data type is a char. Okay. Is a char is a characters. Okay. And how many size? Okay. Restriction from the data types 1 to 2000 bytes. So we have to use, okay, this size 1 to 2000 is a bytes. Okay. So here they have a mention this data type store the string value and the size of the string is fixed. It means it's a fixed only 1 to, yeah, 1 to 2000s. Between 1 to 2000s you have to use. Okay, now here is a varchar. What we are using varchar, right? So varchar size here is a 1 to 4000 byte. Okay, so we can use between 1 to 4000 bytes. Okay, got it? Now here they have used the and care. What is the and care? Mostly we use what we use like a varchar. Okay, I tell you, and then here we use integer value. Sometimes like a big is like a mobile's number we used. Okay, so here's a like an integer value 4 bytes we can use only, right? We have used a many. Okay, so that was we were getting the overflow issues, right? So like a decimal, floor, double, okay, and tin int. I teach you everything, okay, but I give you idea here. I don't know this will download or not. I can share with you, or you can also try yourself to find this. Okay, so ncat this is same size equal to cap. Okay, and varchar it is like this data type the same as a varchar, but the character set will of the national characters. Okay, national character means the internationals you use in any language and varchar. We use the same size here. Okay, is a 1 to 2000, and is a collapse we don't use. It is used for TV. Okay, with a TV like we have to use the database. Then how data types is a 128 TB or less than more. So it is a max then is a 128 TB we use. Okay. So it totally depends on the companies. Companies give the data types, size, collapse. Okay, and collapse the maximum is a maximum means 128. The same is a long, okay, 2 GB. So any SQL, it like normally is used to store large character set is a like a till 2 GB. Okay, now this is a very important. I tell you. So the integer value, we use integer value like a phone numbers, employee ID. If employee ID like a company name, I give you what a company name. Suppose Google. Okay, so Google make I wait here right. So, yeah. So Google make here. I'm talking Google make employee ID as a Z one or underscore 1 2 3 4 5 6 like this. So we can't use integer value because there is a varchar is a G as well, right? Is a characters as well. For only this value, then we can use as an integer value. So you have to understand this. This is very important. Okay. So verbally, okay, I'm teaching. Then main things, okay, whatever main data types I will write here. Okay. So here 4 byte, okay, integer provides 4 byte of strong for integer value. So represent an integer and can store whole number in a specific range. Whatever the range, 4 bytes, we can use this 4 byte. But 4 bytes means I think 6 digits, okay. And small int, this is like a 2 bytes, okay. It's like a half and a big integer value. What is the big integer? Big integer value we have to use data provides 8 bytes. So here is the like an integer 4 byte and big integer is a 8 bytes. So up strong for the integer value. Okay. Now is that real? Okay, we can understand real as well, but we don't use mostly. It can store number up to 4 bytes and 7 digits of the appreciation. Okay, so represent numeric value. Now this is important decimal. What is a decimal? Do you understand decimal? Correct. Okay, the maximum size, okay, 10. Okay, and this can you see this? Okay, so now, okay, so this is like a 10 to 38 1, and the maximum size 10 to 38 plus 1 is a minus 1 is a plus 1. This is a whole. So you can say 5 to 7, between 5 to 17 bytes. Okay, so decimal is also we use float. We also float. What do you understand about the float value? This is also same, the decimal kind. Okay, so suppose we divide 3 by 2. So what will be the answer? 1.5, right? It is a float value. Okay, so float data can hold 8 bytes or 15 places after the decimal. Okay, and okay, dual, I think you don't need to use. Okay, these are major point. Date, yeah, here is a date and time. Okay, so suppose you can see some columns in a date. Okay, you joined an organization today, 18. Okay, right. So what the data types? So these are your name, okay, and your reports, and then one more field will be the date of joining. The date of joining is a data type. So what is the data type? Is a date. So we have to use the date. What it, and we have to the what we format, we have to use the same format like our 2026, and then the month name is a 6 and then date is 18. I tell you how to write it. Okay, date. Okay, other way as well, but I have given you one example. 2026 and is a 06. Okay, then is 18, right? So this format we are using commonly, but other formats also allow. It's like a reverted, or you can say reverse, 18/6 or 2006 as well. You can use. Okay, but format will be same because we can't write this like what should I mention, 16, oh sorry, 18, then 6, then 26. We can't write like this, okay, because SQL Server won't understand it. Okay, so we have to write this, then we have to proper this. Got it? Times some columns mention, okay, date with the times. Okay, so like a date times also mention here, but is a time you want to show specific, so we can use the time, and here is a 5 bytes we can use. Okay, okay, now that is fine. We have a lot. Okay, now what is the important thing I will mention? Okay, so data type is a SQL Server define. Okay, I will write here definition. Data types in SQL server used to define what kind of the data, what kind of the data a column can store and how it can store and how it, oh shit, my camera, so how it store, right? So whatever the we create a schema, okay, it is a schema is a whole part, but this we call, say this is a schema. Okay, so we can create a schema. For creating a schema we need a data types for the fields we use to type of the data. Okay, so we have to define here, right? The simple defines, okay, types of the value, types of the value, types of the value. It's like or like num value. Num is an integer value, right? Numerical value. Text value, date values, and decimal. Okay, decimal and float values, float, right? So these are types. We mostly we work on these type of data, or international, for international purpose we use and varchar for character, right? Character or text, you can mention this, right? So why data types are important? Now I have explained the data types, everything. So why data types are important? Any idea? Okay, I tell you why data types are important, right? Important first, okay. Or mention here first, very important for ensure data accuracy, no wrong data type. Ensure data accuracy, no wrong data types inserted into table. Am I right? Correct? Am I right? Just tell me yes, you know. Okay, right. Secondly, improve the performance. Improve the performance of of data in SQL Server. Correct? Am I right? Third, it save the storage. Save the storage. Now I explain the ensure data accuracy. You know, I don't need to explain, but improve the performance of the data in SQL Server. I have give you the idea. So here, as I told you, there is a 2 or 3 box. Okay, tea box. Okay, and sugar box. Okay, and if you mix the tea and sugar, so how can you do you think you can improve the performance to divide the sugar and like a tea? So how can we? Because we when we want some tea or some sugar from the box, we don't need to count. We don't need to filter, right? So we don't need to filter. So we can use it, right? Am I right? Now, the save the storage, I explained. Save the storage means if you put the sugar, okay, in sugar box, okay, so you don't need to think where we are inserting the sugar, right? Am I right? So you know this is the sugar box, okay. So you can directly save, okay, and you are free. You are not worried. So easily we can say if we mix it, definitely you have to work extra. Okay, you have to filter the materials and then you have to save in other boxes. Am I right? Got it? And now this is the final help in data valuation. This is a very important. That's I didn't tell you. Okay, now I told you. Yes. Data validation. What is a data validation? Do you have any idea? Right. When, okay, I give you one more example. So suppose you have you are working a SQL server and your server is taking time to retrieve the data. Okay, so you write a query and the query taking time to present or retrieve the data. Okay, so you assume there is an issue, you have to optimize the data. Optimize means the performance issue. So what do you have to do? First, you have to check the data validation. You have to validate the data. Correct. So the data validation, the SQL servers also validate the data before executing the query. How can I tell? I think you have already done this. I don't need to explain, but okay, I will explain it. I will do this over here. Data validation, it's important. So what we have our records here. I'm just copying that one. Okay, we inserting the data, right? So we're inserting the data. So okay, we have this one. Inserting the data. I paste here, right? Insert into customer table, right? So here this is integer value. Okay, this is also integer value. So we have a integer like a primary key or customer ID 125 insert it. So we need another, otherwise duplicate. Now here is the integer value. I don't want to put integer value. I would here mention is VARCHAR like this. Okay, I just give the example. Okay, now I want to execute. Let's see what will be the error here. So the column name or number of the supplied value does not match table definition. Am I right? So the SQL server is also validate your data before executing, because this was the integer value and we put here string value or characters value, right? So data it's like a SQL survey is telling this is the data types violation. You are not following the rules, or you didn't define the data types in this table. So that's why I'm not executing or retrieving the data. That's why here is the message column name or number of supplied value does not match the table definition. It's not defining the data type, right? Correct? Okay, I have given the example. I will it's a comments. Okay. Here we can use this, otherwise there will be confusion. Okay. Now, so you understood the data validation. This is very important. So data validation help in data validation, help in data validation. I can copy paste here. Correct. Now, now I told you, I have already explained, but I have right here data types. What is the numerical data types? What is the important thing I'm going to mention? Okay, I want to close here to this data type. Okay. So I will take a more time. I hope you are fine. Otherwise, we can use tomorrow. Fine, right? Okay. So these are numerical data types. What are numerical data types? Numerical data types. What are numerical data types to be used? Integer. Okay. Integer. Okay. What the size we can use? So whole number. Yeah, 4 bytes or whole number. I can mention the whole numbers. Okay. Or 4 byte is fine. Yeah, 4 byte. Okay. And then is a 4 byte and the big integer. Okay. Big integer, we have another two big integer, or mark it like this. Integer is 8 byte, right? 8 byte. And then we have a decimal. Decimal is also numerical. Okay. Decimal. How can we use decimal? Decimal or bit, or you can say is a large number. Large number. Sorry, how much? 5 to 17. Yeah, okay. 5 to 17 bytes. And decimal. What is the decimal? We use decimal like this. P and S. Okay. How to P and S? I tell you. Exact decimal. Okay. I tell you. Like any columns, okay, we are using, okay, decimals. We have to write the decimal, okay, decimal, okay. And then we have to use here what you want, okay, P, what you want S. I will teach you, okay. Like suppose 6 to, or what should I mention here? Exact easily. Yeah, you can make 6 to 8 like this. Okay, I give you example. So whatever the like head table is a column name, decimal, and like this. Okay, got it. And one more important is a float. What is a, sorry, float is a float. Float. These are the numericals. Approximately is a decimal. What is approximately is a decimal. Decimal. Correct it, right? So now these are the numericals data type. Now we are learning is the string character or strings or character data types. Okay, string or character data types. Okay, so data types like is a one, sorry, is a character, is a like a char, right? We use like a and. So this is a fixed length. Okay, this is a fixed length, length, right? Length, right? 25, 1 to 20, 20 to 55. Okay, and second variable. Where maybe if I wrong, then please correct it. Okay, because I miss sometimes. Okay, because I have already explained this. Okay, so the varchar is a variable length is the same 1 to we can say variable length. Variable length 1 to 25. And third is what is the third and where? As I told you. And where? So here I mentioned and where. And where is a variable or length text that support all language Unicode. You can say Unicode is used to Unicode. Unicode means for international, okay, language or international language. Okay, international language means you are writing the code in English, but you have to right. You have to use French, Spanish, whatever you're working with the Spanish people. So you have to use that one in a text. Okay, so you can. You have to write the code in English only, but in a text you have to use is a Spanish. So you have to use NVARCHAR, right? That's why this is a Unicode. Unicode means this is okay. Now, so and the limit is 4,000. This limit is okay, 60, 80, 4,000. Okay. And again, store in a Unicode data types. Okay, this is I tell you again, and support multiple language. Okay, internet speed. I means multiple language. Multiple language is better, right? Multiple language. Okay, and best for global application. Best for global application. Next is the text. So these are important. That's why I mention. Okay, here is a text. It's a large, like a large text. Text is 655 E35, right? 655. If I'm correct, this is the right. Yeah, this is the right. Okay. This is the right. Now, okay. Finally, I teach you about the date. Okay. So now is the date. Okay. So date and time. Okay, I mean date and time. Time is also mentioned. Let's read closer because date time is important, right? So date. Date means only date. Only date. What is the format to write this? Okay. Then month. Okay. Then then day. Okay, did. Okay, and the time. What is the time? Okay, I make this a first here. Okay, first, and then is a time. Time. What is the time? Only time. Only time means only time. I teach you later everything. Don't worry. Time means HH, and then slice, then mm, then slice, then second. So time will show like this. Okay. And date of time, how can we use the both in date of time? Date and time. We have to write this. Okay. Let's see how can we use date plus time will present here. So like here time after column names, okay, or field names, we have to create, we have to time. So here we have to write data time, data time. Okay, got it. We will like when we will create the tables, okay, then we will use, okay, and use of the date and times, okay, it is very important, okay, because like insert any table, okay, and then you have to write the joining date, or like a joining means, or like a you can say order date of the customers, okay, so we have to use the date like that. I created the first order date. I have to write a date. This is the data type. Okay. Now I have to use it. You have to. I have to check the time. How can make it time? I tell you this one as well. Okay. Wait, I'm copying whole thing. Then here's the time. What time? This time. So the date means in this date, okay, whatever we have a check date, we have to write. We have to insert date without inserting date, or we type the wrong data, okay, in inserting into the table, then we get the error. Same here. So it's required now. Okay, now what is the thing? I want both thing. Okay, I don't want to both tables like a two fields in the table. I want a one column, one field. So what we will use? Time and date. Okay. So date time. So time and date or date or time will show here. Got it? Okay. Now, okay. One thing I have. Okay. There are a lot of things. So we have to learn like a boolean date types. How can we use? Okay. So we will teach. I will teach you tomorrow. So because I thought I will cover it, I didn't cover it. Okay. Let's see. I have to cover it tomorrow. Okay. So I hope you understood it. Okay. This was very important. If I teach before we explaining how to create a table database, then you won't understand it. So am I right? So you understood why and where we need to data types. That's why I taught this one, okay, this one. I taught this one first, okay, and then I inserted the like a records. So you will get idea what we are inserting the records, what data types we are using wrong or correct, so what we are getting the error here, okay, or our command is successfully completed or not. So we were using like this. Okay, now I will save this in because today I faced some challenge. So where I want to save this, it's not saving there. I want to save in different file. Okay, it's saved in the documents, right? Okay. Okay. What is the date? First, I will share with you details. The date was 18, right? 18. I'm going to share with you this.